What is going on, folk? It's NimbleThor here, and welcome back to my mobile gaming quest, where today we are playing Hexonia, which is a new strategy game that plays very much like the Battle of Polytopia game that I covered here on the channel just 2 weeks ago at this point. So this, of course, begs the question, which of these games is the better game? Which one should you play? Is it worth downloading this new one, or should you stick to the good old Battle of Polytopia game? Because on one hand, we've got people saying that Hexonia is more challenging, but that it lacks depth in comparison to Polytopia, and then on the other hand, you've got people saying that Hexonia is less shallow and works much better, so that you should play this game instead. So which one is it? Well, today we're hopefully gonna be able to answer that question, or at least after you watch today's video, we will hopefully have an answer for that. So what do we want to do here? We want to probably get some sights so we can see part of the map that we're actually playing on right now. So first of all, in case you have not played either of these games and have not seen my previous video on Polytopia, the game is turn-based and the goal is to take over all the bases of our opponents. Right now we can't see them, but there should be 2 opponents out here, and we do this by building up an army. We're already getting started here. We have 3 guys already, and then with those we can slowly take over other cities, and we can take over the opponent's cities as well, and eventually take all of them out. So that is how you play the game. We expand our cities to earn more gold, by the way, and we do that by cleaning up the area around our cities, such as, for example, turning this field crop here into a farm instead. But in order to do that, we need to research farming first, and to do that, we need gold, and we get new gold on every turn. So you slowly progress in this game, and you slowly build up your troops. You start researching new things, which we can do in here. Look at all this good stuff that we can research, and then slowly but steadily, you expand your army. So now we just want to make sure that we move around the map to explore as much of it as possible, because as you can see, there's a city over here that we can soon start taking over, and there's one up here as well that has not been taken by anyone yet. So for now, we're just gonna skip to the next turn. So that is how this game plays, and that is exactly how the Battle of Polytopia plays as well. Oh, and there's an opponent here already. Look at this. We want to definitely attack him, although I think he'll be able to take us out completely on the next turn, so we may want to move up here with another one of our heroes. This guy, we're gonna move over here, and I'm just gonna deploy one more warrior here from our main city. And now, do we have enough to research? We don't have enough to research, so we're just gonna wait for the next turn. So most notably, the graphics in Hexonia in this game, they do look better than the graphics in Polytopia. So that's definitely one point here straight from the beginning for Hexonia. Now, the research tree that you see in here is also laid out in a way that I feel makes it easier to get a quick overview than in the Battle of Polytopia, and I really like that because it's really important to be able to understand what it is you can actually upgrade. For now, we're gonna upgrade the farm here, so that now on the next turn we'll be able to start creating farms. Now what we want to do is just continue moving this guy closer and closer to that new city, because remember guys, the more cities we have, the more gold we'll earn on every single turn. So those were 2 positive things about Hexonia. With that said, however, there is no support for multiplayer in Hexonia at all. Even though it was kind of lacking in the Battle of Polytopia, at least we could play multiplayer, and we don't have that here at all. So that's definitely 1 point for Polytopia in this case. There's also only 1 tribe that we can play as from the beginning in this game, although 2 more will unlock through completing different types of achievements, and then the rest of the game, the rest of the tribes will have to be unlocked through in-app purchases that range from $3 to $4 US. I would love for all 3 of these tribes to be unlocked immediately as you start playing the game. Maybe that's a bit too much to ask for, but Polytopia definitely has more tribes overall, so that's a plus to Polytopia side as well. Also, Hexonia can only be played in portrait mode, whereas Polytopia can also be played in landscape mode, which gives a bit more freedom. And there's only a single game mode in this game, Hexonia, whereas in Polytopia we have both the highest score in only 30 turns mode and a domination mode, which is similar to what you're seeing right now here in Hexonia, where we can only win by taking out all of the opponents. We're doing a pretty bad job here, by the way. We should focus a bit more on the actual gameplay. Do we want to try to take out this guy? I think, yeah, we do. Oh, and we took him out. That's perfect. So now we've secured our city up here. I don't really want to go attack that guy anymore right now, so let's step it a bit back and instead focus on upgrading our research tree so that we will get archers, because archers are really strong in this game, and I really love them. The other type of unit that I really want to get are the knights down here. The knights are insanely powerful, because what they can do is that they can keep attacking as long as there's a unit only 1 step away from them. So that means if you can line up the opponents, you'll be able to take out, for example, 4 opponents completely on just a single turn with those knights. So you definitely want to get those if you can. For now, though, we can't really do a lot more. We're gonna wait for the next turn to get some more gold, and then we're gonna slowly start to upgrade these towns some more, which includes buying a farm down here, and then on the next turn we'll be able to buy this farm, and that will mean that we can level up our town. This town up here, for that one we need some more research. We need the cheese research. Cheese for some reason. Which is kind of weird. Why is the cheese on the ground here? But anyway, with that, we'll be able to slowly upgrade that one as well. And then eventually, we'll be able to build archers. Because at this point, in the beginning of the game, we're still only on turn 9. You definitely want to keep upgrading your towns so you get more gold faster, which allows you to obviously level up even faster. So to conclude, is this one really better than Polytopia? Honestly, I feel like Hexonia is a more polished game, but with less features than we have in Polytopia. So Hexonia is also the newest of the two games, so new features will probably be added to the game over time. I really hope so. Hopefully that's the case. We may even see a multiplayer game mode at one point, but there's no news about this whatsoever. This is really just me speculating and hoping that we will see some of this stuff in the future. But even if we're not gonna get multiplayer, at least maybe we will see more tribes in the future. And that's really what's gonna keep this game interesting, is if we can keep unlocking new tribes. So hopefully some of those new tribes will be free as well, so we don't have to spend $3 to $4 on each and every one of them. Look at this, by the way. Look at this. We are seeing 2 new cities here that we can take over. Actually 3 new cities, but this one up here might be a bit difficult to get access to. So instead, we're gonna take over the one down here and the one over here to just get some more gold, which is gonna be really beneficial. So personally, I've had fun with both of these games. It is undeniable that Hexonia is a bit of a clone of Polytopia. At least it clones part of the core gameplay, but I still feel like the game is different enough in the units that we have in-game and in how you expand your territories that it can stand on its own as a game that I think a lot of you guys might really enjoy if you get into it. If you really want your multiplayer though, you should definitely stay with Polytopia. I don't think we're gonna get multiplayer in the immediate future in this game, so just stay with Polytopia and just skip this one. With that said though, if you're just looking for a more polished casual strategy game, I would say give Hexonia a chance, because honestly, when the two games are so similar, why not play the more polished version of the game? I guess the one argument you could have is that Polytopia is made by a very small indie team, and I don't know if this is an indie game, but you should always support indie developers if you can. So that's one argument, but really, as a gamer, you should just play the game that you have most fun with. And I think for some of you guys, you're gonna have the most fun with Hexonia. So guys, what do you think about this game? Let me know in the comment section down below. And now it's time for the mobile gaming news of the day. But just before we get into the mobile gaming news, I'm gonna play a bit more here so you guys can see the end game content of this game. So the news I've got for you guys today is that a new game studio called PV Games, owned by Pocket Watch, has now started making games featuring YouTube celebrities, like for example Tag with Ryan, which is featuring Ryan from Ryan Toys Review. We of course already have, PewDiePie's Tube Simulator, H3's Ball Rider, which I covered here on the channel some time ago actually, and many other mobile games based off of popular YouTubers. But what do you guys think about these types of games? Do you enjoy them? Do you dislike them? And most importantly, how about a NimbleThor game? Now, that's not really realistic, as game development is super expensive, but would you play these types of games? Let me know in the comment section. Personally, I feel like they're fun for a while if you're a fan of the YouTuber, but more often than not, the games lack true depth, and so they quickly fade in comparison to other mobile games out there. But let me know what you think about it in the comment section, and most importantly, until next time, just keep gaming, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys around.